Today, we are diving into a topic most of you have been asking about. Why are my locks thinning and what can I do about it before it gets worse? Whether you're just starting your journey or you're a couple of years in, this video is going to help you understand the causes, solutions, and how to prevent it in future. So, let's get right into it. Hello Loc fam, if you're new to my channel, this is Loc Life with Lola Classic and I have been documenting my locks from a starter phase and I'm currently in my maturity stage. I am 1 year, 2 month locked and I'm still trying to figure it out every step of the way. And of course, I'm trying to help other people like me figure it out and navigate their journey easily. So today we're going to be talking about thinning locks, and this is a question a lot of people have been asking. Why are my locks thinning? Why are they thinning at the root? What am I doing wrong? Is it actually normal, or is my locks is getting bad? When we are talking about thinning, we are basically talking about locks breakage or getting weakened at some certain point. It can happen to just a few locks or several at once, but trust me, it is more common than you think. The good news is your hair is just trying to tell you that something is wrong, and we're going to figure it out in this video. Let's get into the common causes of thinning locks. So the reason why your locks might be thinning and you might not even know that you're actually doing this thing. 1 is over manipulation and tension. 2 is product buildup and weak hair. 3 is lack of moisture and breakage. 4 is poor installation. 5, health and nutrition. And 6, sleeping habits. So let's just give a few pointers to the 6 causes of thinning locks. So let's start with over manipulation and tension. And I know some of us already understand what it is, but I will just enlighten us in case we don't really understand. So when you do you do your lock styles like barrette twist, and you leave it for too long and you don't get to remove it, it can actually start to dry out the locks, and then make it thin. Or we braid on our locks and we leave it in for too long, for 3 weeks, for 1 month, it can actually cause this. Every styles like buns, ponytails, or updos can be quite damaging to your locks if you leave those styles in for too long. If your scalp is sore and your roots feel like pulled, that tension is literally pulling out your locks over time. Let's move on to the second one, which is product buildup and weak hair. So when we talk about this, we're talking about when you're using every product like wax, gels. I always talk about product buildup in my other videos. I've even spoken about it. If you've not watched the videos, product buildup and lint, and how to get rid of it and prevent it. So when we're talking about product buildup and weak hair, some product can actually cause your hair to become weak, and this include like wax, gels, causing buildup over time that weaken your lock structure. The third one is lack of moisture and breakage. Dry locks equals to breathe-through locks. So when your locks is dry, it's actually going to cause breakage over time. Actually, overwashing without replenishing moisture. Even if you wash your locks, you want to moisturize your locks properly after you've done that, using your oils, your leave-in conditioner, and of course, if you have a spray bottle mix, good for you, or just water. Actually, don't forget to always bring in moisture back into your hair, especially if you have high porosity hair like mine. If I don't moisturize my hair every day, my hair is always very dry, and just imagine that you just go a week without moisturizing. Someone like me, I'll be having breakages, and of course breakages will cause thinning roots. Actually, fourth one is poor installation. So if you started your locks very thin or inconsistent pattern that doesn't support growth, this actually can cause thinning out. So if your locks is really thin and the pattern that they put in between your locks is not is not supporting the locks well, it could actually start to thin out, and before you know it, fall out actually. So if you know that you have that kind of locks too, that might be the reason why your locks is actually thinning out, and you might want to fix that. Actually, you could go to the loctician and they could help you fix it properly so that your locks can get back and have its own hair density and strength. The fifth one is health and nutrition. Okay, I know we like to talk about our hair. Yeah, we're moisturizing, we're putting in water, we're doing all the things we need to do regularly for our locks, but do you know that your nutrition and your health matters? If you're stressed out, actually it could cause your hair to break. If you're not eating well, it could cause your hair to break. So what you take in is what's to actually show at the end of the day. So your hair needs all this nutrition. You taking in all this nutrition and all that for it to grow, and flourish properly. So do not ever neglect your health and nutrition. Make sure you work out, you have good sleep, you take enough water, you hydrate, and take fruits, fruits and vegetables. This will really help your hair to grow nicely, and it will actually avoid thinning roots. So please and please, if you have not been doing that, watch your nutrition, watch your health, work out, do not play with your fitness actually, and eat well, eat properly, eat foods that are rich in the proper nutrition that you need. The sixth one, that's actually sleeping habits. So I know some of us do not sleep well. Some of us sleep very late, and your body needs rest. I used to say that healing actually happens when you have enough good sleep. The normal sleep 7 to 9 hours actually. I know 9 hours is like a long stretch, but like you just need to get your body rested, because that is when growth happens. It's when you sleep, you have healing, and that's when you grow and stuff like that. So if you are not rested, if you are not sleeping, do not actually underestimate the power of sleep. You need to have that good sleep, that 7 hours sleep at least, every day. Your body needs to rest. It's not a German machine. So make sure you rest properly, and this will actually help aid the growth of your locks and avoid thinning. Now we're moving on to solution and fixes. Yes, we already have thinning locks, we're already there. How can we get this fixed? I don't want to cut my locks and I don't like how it is looking. What can I do to make sure I have a better locks? Like, what fix can I have right now? One is retwist less often. So retwist between 4 to 6 weeks and not every 2 weeks actually. That will really help you, because when you retwist too often, it can actually cause thinning locks and actually start damaging your locks. Avoid tight styles and constant updos. So in as much you want to be stylish, you understand, just make sure you really reduce it. But now that you already have thinning locks, now you need to avoid it totally to make sure that you get that strength back into your locks. The second one is moisturizing consistently. I have a video on how to moisturize your locks, especially if you have high porosity hair like mine. So moisturizing consistently is really important. Make sure you have a good schedule that works for you. I moisturize my hair every day because I have high porosity hair, and water gets dried easily and stuff like that, so you need to water. My hair likes water, so I need to give it water. So just make sure you schedule a very good hair moisture routine that will help your locks. The third one, clarify and detox. That's monthly HCV, use of clarifying shampoo to remove any buildup or residuals that may have been stocked in your locks. 4 is strengthening weak locks. So crochet repair by a professional. So go to your loctician and let them help you fix it in. So they will help you reinforce weak points before like it snags or it actually pulls off. Do you understand? So your professional can help you fix that. Improve internal health. So make sure you take foods that are rich in proteins and vitamins. Now I actually take ferrous and vitamin C and vitamin B12. I make sure that is a part of my diet as a supplement, and I make sure I get that from food too, from my normal nutrition. So you need to always take that. Secondly is stay hydrated and manage stress. So you want to rest regularly, always stay hydrated, drink water. Not only your head that needs water, not only your locks, you need water too. So always stay hydrated. At least take up to 3 liters of water every day, which I do. Let me show you my water bottle actually. So I already took like very hot tea this morning. That's about 500 ml or so. So, and I started taking water. You can see my water bottle. This is a 2-liter water bottle, and I know that okay, after I take this one, I will have to take like a liter with it to make it 3 liters per day. So always drink and hydrate in water. I take water a lot. The 6th one is protect your locks. So always use satin scarf, satin bonnet, cover your locks before you go to bed. We want to really reduce, too much tension when we're turning our heads and we're sleeping and stuff like that. And also low manipulation styles before sleep, and workouts. So you don't want to over tight your hair before you go to sleep. Like you say, I have a style hood now. Before I go to bed, I'm going to remove this style. I can't go to bed like this. Even though I even have a headache. So make sure you release any style you have on like this, before you go to bed. Make sure you free your locks. That's it on how to actually fix thinning locks, and I hope that has been able to like help you. So let's move on to prevention tip. 1, be gentle with your hair. Less is more. So stop doing hard styles. You see, always do styles that you can remove before you go to bed. Like the one I have on my head, I know I can remove before I go to bed. So all those hard styles, I'm not even really a fan of it, So, and even if you have it on, don't let it go like weeks. 1 week is like maximum for those heavy styles. Secondly is stick to lightweight and clean products. So like I always say that, use light products. use light products for your locks, not thick product or thick cream. Thirdly is build a consistent routine for moisture and scalp health. When you are using your oils, make sure you are massaging your scalp. And if you have something else that you might want to do, have like a spray bottle mix. My spray bottle mix consists of cinnamon, cloves, and rosemary actually. So when I put it on my hair, I actually spray it on my scalp, so I give myself a scalp massage for proper blood circulation. So you want to have a good scalp health. That's why you have to avoid like wax and stuff like that, because you might start itchy, and before you know, that side will start hurting you, and before you know, you're already ruining your scalp. And when you have a bad scalp health, of course it will cause thinning locks, because hair will not be able to go there at that point, and the hair that's already there before will start to compress and become thin. The last one is schedule regular check-in with your loctician if you are not really sure. So you want to go to a professional. When I say professional, a loctician that knows what him or her is doing. A professional loctician that can actually help you out and give you like things on how to actually help you at the stage of your thinning, on how to prevent it actually. So just seek a professional advice. Listen, having a few thinning locks doesn't mean your lock journey is over. It just means you need to tweak your routine and give your locks what it needs. Be patient, stay consistent, and your locks will thank you. If you've experienced thinning locks before, drop your tips in the comments. It could actually help someone else. That's all on the video today. If you actually loved this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share this with somebody else who might need it, someone with locks. Till I come your way next time, always stay locked in. And I'm still your girl, Lola Classic. See you soon with another amazing videos for us to learn and grow. Like I said, stay locked in. Bye for now.